if there's one fan base on the paranormal side of YouTube that is absolutely die hard, ride or die, if anyone speaks badly about these people, they will be destroyed by the internet. It is that of Twin Paranormal, right? They have got one of the most hardcore fan bases I think I've ever seen. And that's not a reflection on Twin Paranormal themselves, that's just a reflection on the fan base that they've built, right? They are just ride or die. They will do anything for those boys. And if anyone speaks out badly against them, war betide, right? You're in big trouble. Because, you know, they've got literal Facebook pages of River and Ryan Reese appreciation posts where they post just stuff about River and Ryan Reese. I think it's a bit more of a community type thing now, but it did start out as literally like people just worshipping the ground that those guys walked on. You've also, if you just type in their name to Twitter, it's just people buying their merch, it's them, you know, retweeting stuff, it's them posting stuff about them. You know, it's like all good stuff as well, by the way. It's just all good stuff. And then, you know, you go over to their Reddit thread and you've got positivity there and stuff like this, apart from one thing that I'm going to highlight in a minute. You know, but with that ride or die mentality, right, comes an air of toxicity, which we've covered in the past, okay? And a recent controversy that kind of sparked up. Not that I'm trying to drag up old stuff, but, you know, it's important to highlight that, you know, a YouTuber by the name of Andrew Stonerock was very poorly treated by the fans. And I want to stress that it was the fans of Twin Paranormal. It wasn't actually Twin Paranormal themselves. It was the fans of Twin Paranormal, and they ended up causing Andrew to get his video. They literally like mass disliked a video that he did on the twins, and you know, it caused him to take the video down. He then re-uploaded it after getting a bit of support from the community, and then you know, and it's caused them to, like, you know, kind of blow up as a channel, which is great. But it just showed the sheer mentality. It was this pack mentality of, you're talking about it, and the video wasn't even that bad, right? You're talking about Twin Paranormal in a not positive light, so therefore I must destroy you. That is the mentality that I see all the time from Twin Paranormal fans. And again, I want to stress, that's not me taking shots at Twin Paranormal, that's just me saying that's the mentality that their fans have got. But I was incredibly surprised to go on to the subreddit of r/Twin Paranormal to find this. Clickbait titles. I have never, and I wish I was exaggerating or trying to, like, you know, create a hyperbole out of this. I have never seen a fan of Twin Paranormal so publicly in a Twin Paranormal space speak negatively, or not even negatively, just, like, you know, speak out against the twins without just fucking chaos ensuing, right? But it's happened. And what's even crazier is that there is entire threads and comments of people responding to this, agreeing. Like, it's literally, I was completely dumb. I am still to this day dumbfounded. I didn't think that Twin Paranormal fans would allow this, but it appears that they have. So, the initial statement goes on as follows. Anybody else wish that they'd stop putting the same clickbait titles on their videos just for and just put the location that they went to, or at least put the location first in the title so it's easier for us to find specific videos. This is literally the only thing that I can nitpick from them, other than the silly spelling mistakes in their captions, right? So on the surface, it's not an awful comment to make, right? But we're rocking the boat, guys. We're rocking the boat a little bit here. And then people go down and said, oh yeah, the almost died shit and the bloody scratches on their face, maybe it's just satire at this point. And the original poster said, right, and using the same pics of the boys in them. Yeah, like, honestly, it's just funny at this point, but come on, the friggin' location title at least. And then someone else responded saying, to me, it became a parody a year ago. So this got me thinking and looking at the titles, because, you know, I've watched a couple of Twin Paranormal videos here and there. I don't watch them as often as I used to, just because I just don't have the time, and their videos are really long. They're at least an hour long every episode, which is, like, you know, that's what they do. But, you know, what people are, like, looking at are, you know, there's always the scratches. You've also got the titles where it's like, the twins almost died, the night we quit, we survived 3 skinwalker locations in a certain amount of time. The night I was attacked, you know, my scariest encounter. And then you've got like the scratches on the face to follow, and every video they seem to have a scratch on their face. It's just like, obviously they're just playing into the algorithm, right? This is just how the algorithm works. And look at it. It's not like they're not reaping what they've sown. They're getting millions or at least hundreds of thousands of views per video, right? And that's what they want, because ultimately views brings money. And that's exactly, you know, that's why we're all in YouTube. We all need to sustain a career, and that's fair enough. But it seems that it might be starting to grind even some of the ride or die fans, which is wild. Someone else responded saying, I think it's funny, but it isn't that big of a deal. The only reason I wish they put the location in the titles is because sometimes I like to rewatch videos and make it a little difficult to find the exact one that I'm looking for. So I do appreciate when they put the location in the title. The original poster said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. What used to bother me was when they would say demon captured on camera, when in fact they did not capture any apparition or demon on camera. This is the one thing to, quote, clickbait. It's another thing to lie. People like me are actually looking for real evidence of paranormal activity, and it's misleading and a bummer when you realise all they did was talk to a demon like every other video, regardless of clickbait, even though it's annoying and every YouTuber does it, which just makes you go, yeah, right, when you click to start watching. At least the ones that are ultimately doing it for money, I will still watch them. Sorry, I love their content. In the past, they've been caught real paranormal activity and apparitions, things that cannot be debunked. Some of the best evidence I've seen on YouTube, next to Barrier Beyond. And then again, people are just agreeing with this. So it seems to be, even though, even though it's not negative, it is, you know, ultimately like somewhat positive. Again, people are still commenting on this, stating, I get it's annoying when the title and the thumbnail really does make a huge difference to engagement. Ultimately, it helps them grow because new people click on those titles. That's exactly what I was trying to describe. Yeah, why don't they do titles like Devil's Manor, River Fell Off, Wyatt Got Ghost, GF? That I tune in for, lol. The constant we almost died or quit, mix it up a bit, lol. You know, it ultimately the reason that they do this is just to appease the YouTube algorithm, right? Their formula is we almost died ghost hunting, which piques curiosity, and that's what you need to do in a thumbnail and in a title, because if you don't have curiosity, no one's going to watch your video. If they went ghost, you know, even like the quote real channels that don't capture anything in a video, they don't put ghost hunting at I don't know, Chillingham Castle, we found nothing, right? That's as honest as you can be if they found nothing within the video. They don't say that, because if you say that, who's going to watch an hour-long ghost hunt where you capture nothing, right? People don't care for that. Whereas if you put the night we almost died, terrifying paranormal activity caught on camera, that piques curiosity. And new viewers are going to go, oh, that sounds interesting, click. And also, you know, younger audiences will also go, click. And younger audiences is what everyone wants to try and target, because that's where the views are at. Ultimately, that's why they do the titles and the thumbnails that they do. But the reason I highlighted this for a video was just because I found it very interesting that in such a public forum, they were they were being spoken about in a not so positive light. Not that it was negative in any capacity, but I just found it really interesting that this was allowed to be a thing, because it seems that anyone that speaks about Twin Paranormal gets destroyed by Twin Paranormal fans, and it just baffles my mind. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button, and until next time, speak to you later.